Welcome to episode number 17 of Down the Lines. It is Wednesday, June 21st. As always, I'm one of your hosts, Spencer.
And I am Tyler, and on today's episode of Down the Lines, your LSU Fighting Tigers are still in Omaha, and we are going to get you caught up with what's happening and let you know what's going to happen here in the future, give you some of our predictions, what we see from the Tigers, and then we're going to get into a little bit of a bump and run. But first, I think Spencer's got something he wants to get off his chest.
Okay, here's the deal. We had what was called a rant button, and we used it when we were on SoundCloud, and we haven't used it in the video version of this show because it hasn't been necessary.
Yeah, really.
You haven't needed a rant. I haven't needed a rant.
Haven't been mad lately.
But let me tell you something. I've got something I need to say right now.
Do you?
I do. And this is...
Say it with your chest.
It bothers me a lot. And this is... I'm trying to be real quick about this. But Monday night, LSU in Omaha faced the number one team in the country, Oregon State.
The Beavers.
They lost 13-1.
Handedly.
It wasn't as close as the score indicated. It could have been 100-1. I would have felt the same way.
Yeah.
So the Tigers lose, but they're still alive. They had an elimination game tonight against Florida State.
Yeah,
so they lose Monday night. Tuesday they have off to practice. Wednesday they have the baseball game. Well, Tuesday night they practice all night long,
right?
Or all day long, and then there's a selfie that gets posted by Cole Freeman on Tuesday night on Twitter. At Cold Drink on Twitter. And there's a little change. Sometimes people like to change things. New mic set up for Tyler today. I've got a new game show mic. New mic. Sometimes people like to change things. Kramer Robertson decided to change his hair. He was 0 for forever in Omaha, not doing well, and he decided it was time for a change. So he went blonde. He did the Spencer. He did my thing. And went blonde, and then suddenly it's a big deal.
Yeah,
people are complaining that his head's not in the game. He needs to focus on Florida State Wednesday night. They played so poorly Monday. He needs to be really focused. Here's the deal. Who cares? He practiced all day Tuesday with the rest of the team.
Yeah.
Things aren't working. He needed to change something. Why not try to look like your mother? Who cares? Who cares? Yes, LSU's got appearance standards. That's why they don't have facial hair. Zach Hess looks like Rick Vaughn.
Wild thing.
But we care about Kramer Robertson blonde hair.
My heart sing.
Get over it. Get over it. I'm ready to talk about Omaha.
All right, well, so Kramer got a hit finally.
The blonde hair. He went 1 for 4 tonight.
How about that? He's now batting .250 with blonde hair, which is better than he was with his other hair. That's for damn sure. Anyways, so your LSU Fighting Tigers, they kicked off in Omaha on Saturday night against Florida State.
Yes.
The Seminoles, who they played again tonight.
Yep.
And they ended up winning that game coming from behind.
Yes, the Tigers, who had not won a game in Omaha in quite some time.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. They do finally get their win in Omaha Saturday night and do it coming from behind, which I thought was huge momentum for this baseball team to prove that you can win in Omaha, especially when the pressure's up and you're coming from behind. The rally beach ball, of course, everyone knows that story by now. But the Tigers capitalize on Florida State errors in the second half of the game. The bats come alive, and the Tigers advance 5-4.
Yeah.
Monday night comes around to face Oregon State, the number one team in the country. The game was over before it started.
Yeah, not maybe before it started.
Eric Walker leaves early after two innings pitched and some change.
2 innings and a pitch.
Right, and some change.
Actually, it was a few pitches.
But he leaves the game with some forearm tightness. His season is over.
Yeah.
We didn't see that coming. Gilbert comes in, who has been very good and continued to be good, but you look up and it's 13-1. And I knew that game was over on the first pitch. Really, I know that sounds kind of drastic, but the first pitch went for a bunt single for Oregon State, and I knew then they were a team we've never seen before, and they had an answer for everything. We walked Oregon State 12 times on Monday night, and that's a team that's 57-4. They are not going to not take advantage of those opportunities, and they did, and they kicked our teeth in.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you walk a team 12 times, you have a slim chance to win unless they walk you 13.
The stat going around in Omaha right now, of course, is that the team with the more walks in the game is 1-10.
Yeah.
And the team with the most errors is 0-6.
Yeah.
It makes sense, right? You go to Omaha with the best teams in the country, they're going to be the ones that take advantage of errors and mistakes.
That's where you have to play. You have to play crisp. You have to play smart. Whenever you get a break, you have to take advantage of it, like LSU did against Florida State, like Oregon State did against LSU.
And like LSU took advantage of again tonight against Florida State. Oregon State kicked our teeth in. We needed to bounce back, and we did it tonight.
Yes.
Jake Slaughter hits a 3-run home run early in the game. Poche pitches 8 and some change tonight.
Yeah.
Gives us a couple
Not very good change.
Couple homers in the ninth inning. But Rick Vaughn came in the ninth and just shut down any last hope the Seminoles had. Jared Poche, 39 career wins for LSU now, the all-time wins leader, which is something very, very special, the heart and soul, really, of this baseball team. So my question to you is, we're 2-1 in Omaha.
Yes.
We face Oregon State at 2 o'clock Friday afternoon. We have to win that game to force a winner-take-all, so to speak, to go to the championship series on Saturday. Do you have, after being beaten by Oregon State 13-1, is there anything that says we can actually do this, that we can do the improbable this weekend?
Well, in baseball, a 13-1 game normally doesn't define a team of how good or how bad they are. Oregon State, they are, as advertised, they are the best team in the country, hands down. But LSU is not 12 runs worse than Oregon State at all. They faced a pitcher who was on throwing 3 different pitches, kept them off balance the entire night. They had 4 hits. I think Zach Watson had 2. I think Zach had 2 of them. But I mean,
you know who didn't have any hits? Kramer Robertson. You know what hair color he had Monday night? Not blonde.
So since he looks like his mom wins a lot.
Did you know? Breaking news here on Down the Lines. Kramer Robertson's mother. Do you know this?
It's Kim Mulkey.
Yeah. You know what she does? She's the head women's basketball coach at Baylor. Can you believe it?
Believe it or not.
Alex Lang will take the mound Friday night.
Yes.
Or Friday afternoon against Oregon State. And I think that does give us a chance as far as getting a win Friday.
Yeah.
If we can swing the bats like we did tonight against Florida State, and we can have Lang pitch one of his better games this season, there's a chance there. And then you just don't know what'll happen Saturday.
Yeah,
all
Saturday
we have to do is get through Friday first.
If we can get through Friday with Lang, win a 2-1, 1-0 type of game, I think that's going to be the type of game that it has to be for us to win.
Absolutely.
Then on Saturday, I would give a huge advantage over to Oregon State, but momentum would be an advantage on our side. But Oregon State would have all the advantages and the other facets of, rested arms, not having played another game, and a deeper pitching staff. But anything could happen. As of now, I'd have to give the advantage, though, to Oregon State. I don't see us beating them twice in 2 days.
The Florida Gators are cruising through the second half of this bracket. They look to be in really good shape to make the finals. It's going to take the best 2 games of our season for LSU to beat Oregon State Friday and Saturday. But we're alive. There's a chance. And we'll see. Maybe this time next week we'll be talking about a championship series. We'll have to see. I'm feeling composed.
Okay.
I'm feeling a little better. My hat's back on. I'm ready to go. And I think it's time for the bump and run.
Yes, the bump and run. So we're going to run right through these this week.
Yeah, listen, ready when you are. After you, sir.
Oh, why? I appreciate it. I feel like I always go first.
It's the least I can do, really.
So, if you've been watching the College World Series, or if you haven't...
First of all, shame on you.
Yeah, thanks. Real. Anyways, they've got this new thing called the umpire cam. Where they've put a camera on the umpire's mask, and so you can pretty much see what the umpire sees with the pitch coming in.
Yes.
Which is phenomenal.
Do you love it?
I love it. I mean, just seeing it from the pitcher's view, one, it's a different angle. It's right there on the field. It's almost like seeing it from the catcher or a player on the field, because you always get these cameras from way out. You see most of the field, or you see the pitcher or a player really close up. You never really get to see the field level right there, where from an actual person's eyes, where they see it while you're watching it on TV. And even if you're at the game, you're not field level. I think it's a cool experience to be able to watch it.
I tell you, I like it a lot too. It's something different. It's something new.
Yeah.
And being able to see the umpire's perspective on those balls and strikes that are a little close is really cool. I don't like using it on a 2-strike count.
No.
I think one of the better things about baseball is it still has that human element, for good or bad.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I do think that's one of the special things about baseball. So I don't like the usage sometimes, but I do like the cam, and I hope they keep it moving forward.
Yeah, they could. I'd like to see them use it more, but in those
right
different
situations,
like maybe a 3 count, use it every time, because they're not going to swing. Or maybe first, second pitch of a bat, don't do it in a 2 outs, bottom of the 9th inning type deal. But as you're going through the game,
I agree
a couple times. I like it.
I agree. Okay, so I'm going to go with the U.S. Open, which is one of my, if not my favorite golf tournament of the year, most of the time because the scoring super low.
Yeah.
Aaron Hills, not so much, right?
Rory
McIlroy,
much for that rough.
Right, yeah. Rory McIlroy has the record, or had the record, for the lowest score in relation to par when he won at Congressional at 16 under par. Brooks Koepka, your winner this past Sunday on Father's Day of the U.S. Open, same score, 16 under par. Difference between Rory and Brooks is that there were several players also in double digits under par.
Yeah.
The course did not play very difficult. Sunday was actually the closest it came to playing difficult, where people were playing level par or over. And when they did that, Brooks Koepka decided to birdie 14, 15, and 16 while everybody else was kind of struggling.
Yeah.
And he ends up winning by 4 shots. A hard-earned victory, not the U.S. Open I wanted, but a hard-earned victory. And one, I think, a deservedly good win for Brooks Koepka. I think he deserved it. He's a good player.
And Brooks Koepka, he's been around here for a little while.
He's got a great name.
Yep.
Koepka.
That truly.
Yep.
Truly. It's good to see him win. It's good to see it's good to see something different in the U.S. Open, but then again, the U.S. Open's the U.S. Open for a reason.
That's dumb.
You love seeing a 3 under winner,
six over par. That's what I want.
Or a 1 over someone win 1 over par.
Agreed.
You like to see somebody shoot at 85 in the first round, and you're like, oh man, I could do that at LSU.
On the front 9. Okay. After you, your second one, sir.
So tomorrow night is the NBA draft.
Thursday.
Markelle Fultz is pretty much already the foregone conclusion for the number one pick. He hasn't been to anybody but the Celtics, but they just traded that pick
to the Sixers.
To the 76ers, because they've got the number 1 pick the last 27 years, it feels like. Lonzo Ball's in this draft. Justin Jackson's in this draft. Is there anything intriguing to you about this draft?
Do you want my sports personality answer or my honest
Let's
answer?
go for an honest opinion.
No, I could care less. This is not the best draft of players. There's a few at the top, but there's no one. What we're hearing a lot of is the general managers of the NBA teams aren't really seeing a whole lot of superstars in this draft. So it makes one that's not super interesting to me. I do think the number 1 pick going to the Sixers, I think they are starting something there that could be exciting over the course of the next few years. Mm-hmm. I could care less about Lonzo Ball, mostly because his father is who he is. But honestly, no. I mean, will I look at it and see what happens? Sure. But do I care that much? No, not really.
No, I mean, Markelle Fultz, I didn't even really hear about him until the draft talks even started.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of James Harden comparisons, which would be good.
Yeah,
but
he's a good player. I'll give it to him.
You'll have a really young team in the Sixers with no experience but a lot of talent.
But they did start playing better towards the end of the year last year.
We'll see what happens there, absolutely. I'm going to close this out with the nominations for the ESPYs came out today.
Yes, they did.
And I love the ESPYs. I do. And the best award they give out every year is the Jimmy V Perseverance Award.
Yeah.
it's been won by guys like Craig Sager, Stuart Scott, WWE Hall of Famer Eric LeGrand. It's one of those special awards that they give it to a sports personality that doesn't give up.
Never give up,
like Jimmy V says. And they've announced the recipient of this year's award, and it is Saints superfan Jarius Robertson, which I just think is a beautiful story. It's a great decision by the ESPYs to give this award to Jarius. He's 15 years old. He's gone through 2 liver transplants, 13 surgeries, but he has been just the heart and soul of like a cheerleader for the Saints team that's emerged over the last year. So much support on social media, so much support from the Saints, and having Jarius be able to live these dreams that we never expected, or he never expected. And it'll culminate with the Jimmy V Perseverance Award at this year's ESPYs. I love that. It's kind of my version of the best guy in sports today.
Yeah, I mean
that's what it is, and I love it a lot.
And Jarius is just, man, he's got so much passion and fire.
It's that infectious personality,
and he's got a swagger to him too. I mean, he's just he's incredible. He's got the heart of a warrior. He's the definition of what this award is about. He is the heart and soul of the Saints, like he said. He's pretty much the heart and soul of South Louisiana. You see him at other games, Pelicans games. You see him at LSU Tiger football games, and he's anywhere you go. Any time he steps into a room, the room lights up just because of the big smile that's on his face, and it's incredible. And I don't think it could have went to anybody better.
I'm crying just thinking about the video package that's inevitable for the ESPYs. Yeah. But that will do it for us here on Down the Lines tonight. We have a big game Friday with Oregon State. Hopefully next week we're breaking down wins there, but if not, we'll review the season that was for the Tigers. But we're still in Omaha. We still have a fighting chance, and I'm not giving up hope.
No. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers as always. Until next week, you'll catch us.
Down the Lines.